and welcome to Five Homes to Freedom, the program that will help you achieve financial freedom for you and your family with as few as 5 homes. The program is a 5-step program. I've broken it into 5 modules, and each module then has lessons inside that module. So we'll get started with taking a look at what Module 1 looks like. And we're going to start off with a lesson about creating a clear target, so that you understand what type of property you should be looking for, what style. And then where should you be looking for this particular property, what cities, what neighborhoods, etc. And then how are you going to structure that actual deal when it comes time to making the offer? And how can you negotiate in order to get the best deals? We'll then move on to creating a personal plan for your success, which is paramount to your success in my opinion. We'll start off by taking a look at your why. What's motivating you to achieve the goals that you're about to set? Then actually setting some clear goals as well. We'll talk a little bit about the psychology of winning. And we're going to have a bonus interview with a personal development coach to give her insight as to the psychology of winning. We'll then talk about creating a power team, the people that you want to have working with you in order to help you achieve your goals. And then wrap things up with what I call your personal map or your massive action plan. This will help you get from point A to point B in as quickly a time period as possible. At the end of Module 1, we will have a live training call where I will quickly review all of the lessons within Module 1, and then we'll open up the lines and do a quick Q&A for any questions. We'll also encourage people to send in their questions ahead of time so I can answer them live on the call. These recordings will then be hosted on the university site so that you can go back and listen to it again and again, or if you are unable to attend the live call, you can go back and listen to it as well. Module number 2 is understanding about the money, using joint venture partners, and also understanding how the numbers work. So when we're talking about the money, we're going to look at the different types of financing that's available out there. It could be private financing, it could be vendor take-back financing, that's the seller holds mortgages, or it could be using your registered retirement saving plans money. We will be looking at the difference between using conventional money from a bank versus a mortgage broker. We'll also look at the credit situation, the importance of having good credit, and why it's important for you to have that good credit as well as your investors having good credit. Taking a look at where the down payments are going to be coming from and how much you actually require as well. Then our focus will be on the joint ventures and the money partners, deciding on what type of investor you want to work with. Staying out of jail sounds silly, but in reality, a lot of people don't understand the rules and regulations they must be following in order to attract money and raising capital. So very important to know those rules. Planning for finding and attracting investors to you. So take the stress out of having to go look for money and have investors come to you. And then structuring the joint venture agreement, creating and structuring it so that it's a win-win situation for both the investor and you, so that it's also protecting both parties as well. Then we'll take a look at the numbers, and we'll crunch some numbers to make sure that the property actually cash flows and that it meets the criteria for the 5 Homes to Freedom program. I have created an analyzing tool to help with this process to keep it as simplified as possible. This will allow you to take a look at different scenarios, such as using your own cash versus using an investor's cash to buy the properties. It'll help when you look at determining whether putting lump sums of money down on property A versus property B, or gradual pay downs. You can look at all the different scenarios and walk through it with this particular analyzer. And again, at the end of Module 2, we'll have that live training call so that we'll first of all review all of the lessons leading up to the call and then open up the lines to answer your questions. Module number 3 is about how to achieve your goals much more quickly or faster, and we're focusing on accelerating the mortgage pay down. So first of all, you need to understand what the effect of the principal pay down is. We'll take a look at the different timing of payments, the options that are available to us, the effect of earning extra cash, which translates into a much faster pay down. So we'll take a look at converting the cash from the property itself into reducing the principal pay down. Maybe it's personal sources of cash or from other sources outside of your real estate portfolio. Then we'll look at creating some big chunks of cash and how we can do that in order to pay down the principal even faster. So look at wholesaling and assignment opportunities. We'll take a look at your flips, buy, fix, and sell, and the rent-to-own strategy. Not teaching these as individual courses, just talking about the benefits of each of these strategies in order to achieve large chunks of cash. We'll wrap things up with another live training call and questions and answers. Module number 4 is going to be addressing one of the concerns or issues that a lot of people had during the original version of the program. They want to start receiving some cash today. They don't want to have to wait 5 or 7 years. So we'll talk about how to get paid earlier. That could involve delaying the mortgage pay down or using a portion of the cash to accelerate the mortgage pay down and use the other portion to pay yourself. How to generate cash flow from secondary deals, and also introduce the concept of deal fees where you actually get paid through your investors to put the deals together. Wrap that module up with another live training call as well. Then module 5 is the newest part of the 5 Homes to Freedom version 2, and I like to call this the Golden Goose. And this is where we're going to be talking about creating that tax-free money. And what we're going to be showing you is how to create $8,000 per month tax-free in as few as 5 years. It's a refinance strategy that uses the principal pay down portion of the program as well as refinancing. And depending on whether you're using your own money in the program, you can achieve your goal in as few as 5 years. If you're using other people's money, then it may take you a little bit longer, and 7 years. So very excited to share this new strategy with you. And then, of course, we wrap things up with the live training call, and I'm sure that this one's going to be an extended call because there'll be lots of questions as a result of this new strategy being launched. And of course, any questions at any time, please feel free to contact me at ken@5homestofreedom.com. All I ask is that at the end, knowing that at the end of each session or each module, there is going to be a live training call. So if you have questions during the course of the modules 1 through whatever, just make sure you watch the live webinar first before you ask that question, because quite often the questions will be answered during that webinar. And of course, if they're not, or if it's urgent to get an answer right away, please feel free to contact me at ken@5homestofreedom.com. So that's the program, and I hope you enjoy it, and I look forward to helping you achieve your goals.